Hey you guys, and welcome to my kitchen, Midnight Munchies and more. I am your chef, Charisse, and today we are going to be making vegan and gluten-free Madeleines. Okay, it's really hard for me to say because I don't know if you're a 90s kid like me and you remember Friends and Ross and that episode, the one with the male nanny, and it was like Freddie Prinze Jr. and he was the male nanny and he made Madeleines. Madeleines. And Ross kept referring to them as like Madeleines. That's all I hear in my head. They're Madeleines. So we're going to try our hand at a vegan and gluten-free version today. So yeah, if you find value in this recipe and you want to help donate, you can via PayPal or Patreon or whatever. I have linked below. I got a lot of shit linked below. Also, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button and comment. Let's just jump in and see what happens, right? We're going to mix our dry ingredients together first. So I have 2/3 of a cup of almond flour. I also have 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of, hold on, let me just show you. Because we're doing it gluten-free, we're going to do Bob's Red Mill gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour. This is so easy to find in your local grocery store, you guys. I live in a small mountain town. You can't find shit up in here except for the Burger King Impossible Whopper. So you can find it, I promise you. So we're going to add 1/4 cup of that as well. Oh, hold on. It didn't all come out. Okay, great. We're also going to add 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're just going to whisk this together until it's well combined. We're just going to set her aside, get out our other bowl for our wet ingredients. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 1/4 cup of brown sugar, nice and packed. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of melted vegan butter. Oh my God, I don't want to get it everywhere. Okay. And we're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to, I don't know why I'm talking like that. We're going to do about the juice of 1 freshly squeezed lemon. So it's about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And then last but not least, 1/2 cup of our homemade vegan, super cheap and easy oat milk. So while I whisk this up, you guessed it, despite all of your complaints, I'm going to do it and I'm going to roll that clip on how to make it because it's so super easy, you guys, and it has to be talked about. I know y'all can come at me, but it has to be talked about. More people need to know.
Show me where to go for me to stick a back, no doubt that I dig. She laid me to rest with the white slip skirt, flirting with an angel that was caught in the surf. The birth of my heart started with the touch and the surf. I dive at first on my earth, submersed in a love divers. Oh, goodnight kisses while he wishes and reminisces. His eyes kissing while he waits for the full moon above. Oh, ivory dove, passionate love, listening closely, positioning my intuition for her nutrition and ambition, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up. Hey,
and again, don't forget to use code Midnight Munchies for 10% off your own Ellie's Best, okay? That'll be linked below. And now we're going to add our dry mixture. We're just going to whisk it all in at one time. Now that she's all mixed up, we're going to cover her and put her in the fridge for about 20 minutes and let her rest. Let all of the liquids like soak into the flours. As you can see, our batter has thickened beautifully because that butter hardens up, that vegan butter hardens up, the flour soaks up the wet stuff like, oh, it's beautiful. Do not skip this step. I'm telling you this right now. If you skip this step, your Madeleines will not come out appropriately. Now we pull out our beautiful Madeleine baking tray that are these like iconic shell things. So this is so funny, this story. Look, I'm gonna keep it brief. Basically, Greg came home one day and was like, hey, my coworker gave us these. What are they? And I go, oh, they're for making Madeleines. It's fucking Ross. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let's keep these and try our hand at some Madeleines. So we have them lightly greased with some vegan butter, and I'm going to take a scooper here to try and keep them even. And we're just going to go into our batter and just bloop it in the middle. Oh, that's kind of a lot. Maybe I'll try and do like a scant scoop. You just want like, it's going to, you know, like go in all the crevices and then it's going to poof up. We have our oven preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to bake these for about 20 to 25 minutes until they get nice and golden brown on the undercarriage. You guys! Whoa, look at that shell shape. Oh my God. And then on the bottom, like you can, hold on, let me, like it puffed, right? Like it puffed, we puffin'. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I lightly dust them with powdered sugar because like, apparently that's what you're supposed to do. They smell so fucking good. Oh my God. Look at that. So, oh, whoa, girl. I didn't know how to describe them because, oh, whoa. Light and airy and moist on the inside, but a little crispy on the outside. They are technically like a small sponge cake, but they're very cookie-esque, right? Like, if you want to, going back to Friends in the Ross episode, and he's like,
get a delicate French cookie.
he's like, oh, they're not a butch manly cookie with chunks. Like, what the fuck? Who genders fucking cookies? Anyways, but then he's like, oh, I tried to do my Ross impression. If you haven't seen it, you don't know me. But if you have, comment below, because that shit is fire. You can't find it on Netflix anymore. Anyways, it's definitely like a cake meets cookie, and it's so good. And it's gluten-free to boot. Like, not only vegan, it's gluten-free. I'm so excited. I want to send some of these to my nephew. My nephew just recently been gluten-free. And I'm like, bitch, I got you. I got all kinds of gluten-free. Oh my God, make these. Make these. Full written recipe as per usual. If you link below, MadelineRecipe.com. What did she say? MadelineRecipe.com. Sorry, I'm an asshole. MidnightMunchiesandMore.com, which will be linked below. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.
Oh, good night kisses while he wishes and reminisces. His eyes kissing while he waits for the full moon above. Oh, ivory dove, passionate love. Listening closely, positioning my intuition for her nutrition and ambition. Get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning. Get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning. Get up.